Welcome back to the land. Today, we're gonna cut a little bit of single track so that right off of the turn track, which is right over here for you guys right behind me, that way instead of making the turn that is right here in front of me, you can shoot off into these woods. I think it's gonna be kind of fun. I've never done this before where making single track from fresh. I might have done this at the Ross property for the Arkansas Dart Riders back in the day. It's been a long time, it's been a hot minute since I've been in the woods trying to make trails. So we'll see what we can create today. Maybe we'll get a chance to ride it. I doubt I have enough time for that, but if nothing else, we'll get out here and do some turn track and some wheelie practice. Should be a pretty good day on the dirt bikes, just goofing off. Let's get to it. All of that for 20 feet of trail. Problem is these two branches here. Don't ever forget to bring your actual trail tools with you when you want to cut trail. Time for some more work. Now, as you can see, there's barbed wire over here, and I really kind of want to try to stay away from that. So I'm actually going to have us take a left here, and then eventually take this right a little bit. So this will be a little bit slower, less flowy, more hard right-hand turn to slow us down so that we have less speed now that barbed wire is going to be on our right. Oh, let's gear up and go practice some wheelies and get on the turn track. I say practice some wheelies. Let's go try not to throw the bike around. You guys might remember this spot from a little bit earlier in the video. I actually cut these down while we were doing some of the photo shoots for the I Ride to Feel Free merchandise that is now available in the shop. So shop.seattime.co. If you want to support the Why I Ride project, if you're like, what is the Why I Ride project? Look for the Why I Ride project video on the Seat Time YouTube channel, or look for it on the Seat Time website, which is seattime.co. So now, back to the trail work. So Mr. Liam, what is it that we did here?
I cut this.
Okay, you cut this. Where'd you cut it? Right here. How tall is that? It's perfect to catch somebody on the leg or in the hips as they come through this turn. So when you're cutting trail, I want you guys to think about not just where you don't want things in the trail, but where other people are going to be in the trail. If we were to leave this, this is perfect for somebody to be leaning over, clip their right hand here, and then it hit them in the side. Could impale them, could hurt them, it would suck. So when you're cutting little stuff, especially on the side of the trail, you want to cut it as close to the ground as possible.
Like this, like just getting like that, as close as the ground. Ta-da! And then you just
right?
lean it off to the side.
Now, some places you don't even want to leave that much stump, but because it's on the side, it's not that big of a deal. If it were dead center in the middle here, you would want to actually cut that down even more so that you wouldn't maybe catch a tire on it. Now you guys can see that we have this little flippy flappy limb here. Now when Liam trimmed this, he trimmed it right here at the edge so that it wasn't in the trail. Now the problem, again, just like what we were talking about with a limb being kind of waist high, this being out here can still catch somebody. So when you're going to trim a limb like this that's in your trail, make sure you go back all the way to the base of the trunk of the tree. All the way to the trunk of the tree to do that. So Liam, watch out one second. So we follow this limb back, right? That is where you want to hack this limb. Now that may seem like a crazy spot to spend all that time to get that to happen, but in the long run, you're not gonna have to worry about this hitting anybody, impaling yourself, or anything like that, even though it is a good 2 or 3 feet off the trail. Liam, are you able to get that?
Hopefully.
Hopefully?
Oh, that's hurting the crotch.
Whoa, hurting your crotch, huh? My turn?
Yes.
All right, come get the camera.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be your host today. Just kidding.
I'll try to keep my crotch out of it, but it does seem like
There's Hazel.
that is some strong cedar.
That is. That's why I was hurting my crotch.
So Here's a really good example of how to cut a tree. So the trail is coming through here to your right, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you cut this, that you're trying to get as flush as you can to the tree. So see this guy here? So if I had left a little nub off 2 or 3 inches, they could easily catch somebody's handlebar, somebody's rib, somebody's arm, and really hurt them. So that's how you want to be really careful when you're trimming limbs back.
Who wants to see me
on a trunk.
Who wants to see me ride down this? I want to.
Oh, well, hello, Mr. Liam.
Hello.
Well, how did that work?
Awesome. I just did it once before my dad told me to.
One question, no helmet. Coming around this turn, taking a left here, but I kind of noticed here on the outside when we were coming through here. So this is the kind of stuff you don't want to leave because you never know. Somebody could go wide. You don't want them to come and land into this. So I'll get the machete. We'll cut that down so that way nothing can wind up getting anybody. Right, Liam? No getting impaled.
Yes. Yes, yes. That's professional cutting.
Is it?
Yep, professional cutting.
Get out of my face.
Well, time to cut the big boy.
All right, there we go. So now, a lot less chance of somebody getting impaled because we cut those all the way down there to the trunk.
Totally true. Look at that.
All right, Liam, let's go see some. What else we might have to
See,
fix.
there's like nothing over there. So, good job.
This is one of the sections where we were walking through and didn't know how much we needed to trim, so we just kind of were breaking stuff off. So now I'm gonna cut this guy down to the edge because I know that we're coming around this turn here, and I just don't, again, I don't want to take a chance of anybody getting caught on this stuff. It's gonna be a wider trail than a lot of people want. I'm going for fun, flowy, and good for the kids. After that, I know I'm gonna have a good time. Let's trim this guy up. This is the chance to see what I have been creating. Here is a couple laps here at this piece of single track that I have tried to create. It's flowy, it gets tight in a couple sections. There's not a ton of opening it up, but that's okay. It'll be good for the kids to get used to just kind of weaving in and out of the turn. And it'll be a good chance for me to push it, but then also just goof off and lay back a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this trail building video and me showing you this about half-mile of trail that we've cut in, half-mile including the woods and the grass track. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you want any links to anything that I talked about, they're going to be in the description, so make sure you check those out. Also, this is the internet, so I'm sure that you guys think I did something wrong. So go ahead and put that in the comments as well. Let's get everybody to be better. If you have any tips or tricks for trail building that you found, making some single track, having some fun, I think the biggest thing is remember that when you're cutting the trail, make it way wider than you think it needs to be, because once you get a bike in there, it's going to be tighter, it's going to be twistier, and it's going to be a little bit harder than I think you think it's going to be. So thanks guys for watching. Remember, Brian Pierce here, your purveyor of awesome with seat time. Please go check out the Why I Ride project. If you haven't seen any of that yet, make sure that you put in your submission. And remember, if I don't see you guys on the trails, hopefully I get a chance to see you guys on the internet. Thanks again for watching.